How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Wo Long Fallen Dynasty and another build video. This time we have the Grace set of Lingbao. Grace sets are only attainable in New Game Plus, and they provide powerful bonuses for New Game Plus and beyond. So this set is all about stacking multiple debuffs on the enemy and then getting a damage bonus from those debuffs. So we have Spirit Vulnerability on Martial Arts, Power Drop on Wizardry Spell, and Damage Amplification on Fatal Strike, as well as Negative Effects Duration on enemies. So when optimizing the build, we wanted to put as many debuffs in these special effect jewels on the gear as possible. We do have not the greatest weapons scaling with metal. This is the stat screen. Most of our points have gone into the metal virtue at 77, and then wood and fire 30 each. 16 just to maintain that maintain at least a agility B. This is heavier armor, so unfortunately we can't get into that agility A category. So this build is a work in progress. As I mentioned, not the best weapons to use, so I will have to do more farming. But as you can see, we want toxin attack power and negative effect duration. Negative effect duration on enemies, power drop on ranged attack. Basically, you want to stack the debuffs wherever you can, and you want to try and get multiple debuffs going on a single action. So whether that be a martial art or a wizardry spell, it's gonna benefit. You're gonna benefit the most and see the most damage out of it. So unfortunately, with the gear I collected here, I had limited options in what I could put for the jewels on the gear. So that's why I said this is a work in progress. Certainly have more farming to do, but we did do quite a bit here. Just kind of boosting those bonuses for the set. You know, the debuffs that are there and the negative effect duration, as well as in the accessories. We are using one of the straight of the genius accessories to further get some more debuffs going. The principle of Lingbao bonus on this grace set gives you a 30% damage increase for stacking 3 debuffs, and using the Divine Beast of Tengshi will increase those debuffs. For the spells, we're using Amplified Damage, Absorb Vitality. I use highly across all my builds. Great utility. And we are using Molten Calamity Thorn to cure all the ailments on the enemy, and then they take damage in relation to those amount of debuffs that were there. Pretty crazy, right? And also Venomous Discharge. Depending what kind of boss fight you're going into, you can use this or Venom Snare for, an additional debuff, for poison damage. So the idea here is to get some basic actions going for debuffs, pop out your Divine Beast for more debuffs, then pop Amplified Damage. Then you need to be right up on the enemy and do Molten Calamity Thorn. It's basically like a punch. I haven't tested this, but potentially you could use Overcharge Burst or Overpower Burst and then do the Molten Calamity Thorn as well. So I'll have to do some farming to get some better weapons. Martial arts demonstration here. It's pretty much the same on both weapons. What I haven't found is ranged weapons that have the grace set of Lingbao, and then essentially I could swap these weapons out to like the Gooting Blade and the Triumphant Conquest. So as you can see, guys, this build has the potential to be very powerful, just requires a lot of refinement and optimization, and you need the correct jewel slots in your gear to be able to stack multiple debuffs in there to get multiple debuffs off on a single action. So I will certainly post an update to this build when I get more gear. Hopefully you're all doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.